Welcome to Word Nerd Trivia's General Knowledge Quiz number 18. This week we've got another 40 questions and answers that test you in a wide swath of topics. So get comfy, grab a notepad, take score. We want to see those scores in the comments. Ready? Let's go! In what U.S. state would you find the Painted Desert? Arizona, Utah, or California? It's in Arizona. Which of these musicians was born Ashley Frangipane? Chappell Roan, Halsey, or Dua Lipa? That's Halsey's birth name. These are the famous Moai statues of Easter Island. In what country would you find the Moai statues? Chile, Argentina, or Venezuela? They're in Chile. What song from the White Album features every Beatle except Ringo playing drums? Back in the USSR, Helter Skelter, or Revolution Number 9? The answer is Back in the USSR, which was recorded during the 2-week period in 1968 when Ringo quit the band. What is the capital of Vietnam? Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, or Da Nang? The answer is Hanoi. How many strings are there on a common violin? 4, 5, or 6? There are 4 strings on a common violin, but they can go as high as 8. In the English nursery rhyme, Who Killed Cock Robin? Who killed Cock Robin? The sparrow, the beetle, or the bull? The sparrow confessed to killing him with his bow and arrow. Unfortunately, he had not been read his rights, so he got off on a technicality. In what year was the United Nations established? 1929, 1945, or 1962? The answer is 1945, just as World War II was wrapping up. Which of these was not invented by Benjamin Franklin? Bifocals, rocking chairs, or urinary catheters? The answer is rocking chairs. While some sources do credit him for rocking chairs, it has been proven that they were already around when he was a child. In what century did Magellan circumnavigate the globe? The 14th century, the 16th century, or the 18th century? Magellan's 3-year voyage was from 1519 to 1522. How many provinces are in Canada? 10, 12, or 15? Canada is made up of 10 provinces and 3 territories. Which of these U.S. states outlawed yellow margarine for 72 years? Iowa, Wisconsin, or California? The answer is Wisconsin, who banned margarine to protect their dairy industry. What was the world's first successful vaccine? Polio, cholera, or smallpox? The answer is smallpox. English physician Edward Jenner developed the vaccine in 1796. What country is represented by this flag? Bulgaria, Slovenia, or Uzbekistan? The answer is Uzbekistan. What is the longest-running Broadway show of all time? The Phantom of the Opera, Cats, or Chicago? The The answer is The Phantom of the Opera, which spent 35 years on Broadway before it finally closed in 2023. Including Y, how many consonants are in the modern English language? 20, 21, or 26? The answer is 21. What Greek philosopher was the teacher of Alexander the Great? Aristotle, Plato, or Socrates? When Alexander was between the ages of 13 and 16, he was instructed by Aristotle. What is the largest island in the world? Greenland, Sumatra, or New Guinea? The largest island is Greenland. It's more than twice the size of New Guinea, which is the second largest. What constellation is this? Pisces, Cancer, or Hydra? That's Cancer. What physicist is famous for developing the uncertainty principle? Heisenberg, Schrödinger, or Faraday? The answer is Heisenberg. No. There you go. Alright, y'all, this is a deep cut. What is the name of the Roadrunner's wife? Matilda, Maria, or Melinda? Her name is Matilda. She, along with the Roadrunner's 3 children, didn't know about them, was first introduced in a 1958 issue of the Bugs Bunny's Vacation Funnies comic book. What British detective series takes place on the fictional Caribbean island of Sainte Marie? Broadchurch, Annika, or Death in Paradise? The answer is Death in Paradise. Alright, everybody pull out your wallets. Ready? What president appears on the $1,000 bill? Truman, Cleveland, or Taft? Grover Cleveland was on the $1,000 bill. This is Elizabeth Blackwell. What was she famous for being the first woman in the US to achieve? First doctor, first presidential candidate, or first Olympic gold medalist? She was the first woman to earn a medical degree in the United States. What movie is this dialogue from?
My father saved his village at the cost of his own life. You had him shot as you ran away. A hero. At 1,000 paces.
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
That was from Street Fighter, and yeah, Raul Julia should have gotten all the Oscars for it. What album is this the cover of? That's Wallflowers by Tom Petty. In what year did the Berlin Wall fall? 1987, 1989, or 1991? Checkpoint Charlie opened on November 9th, 1989, and demolition of the wall started like 45 seconds later. What is numismatics the study of? Coins, musical instruments, or rocks? It's the study of coins and currency. What is the longest insect in the world? The stick insect, the tarantula hawk, or the Goliath beetle? The longest insect currently known is a stick insect known as the... No, I'm not going to try to say that. Here it is. You say it amongst yourselves. Which of these sports was most recently added to the Olympic Games? Equestrian, wrestling, or handball? The answer is handball, which was first added in 1936. What country is this? Hungary, Switzerland, or Austria? That's Austria. Which of these was not a member of the Banana Splits? Bingo, Fleagle, or Shaka? The answer is Shaka. That was a character from Land of the Lost. Who holds the record for most NHL games played? Mark Messier, Patrick Marleau, or Gordie Howe? Patrick Marleau currently holds the record with 1,779 games. What kind of rock is obsidian? Sedimentary, metamorphic, or igneous? Obsidian is a naturally occurring igneous rock that's formed when lava cools rapidly. What movie is this frame from? That's from Die Hard. What country is known as the Land of the Midnight Sun? Norway, Iceland, or Sweden? That nickname goes to Norway, which has large sections that experience full sunlight for up to 2 months. Which of these things can be measured in hands? Cloth, horses, or fields? Hands are used to measure the height of horses. What band is named after a segment from the children's program 3-2-1 Contact? The Thompson Twins, the Bloodhound Gang, or a Flock of Seagulls? The answer is the Bloodhound Gang. That segment of the show was about a group of young detectives who use science to solve crimes. The fiddlehead and the leatherleaf are two varieties of what plant? Ferns, cacti, or sunflowers? Those are types of ferns. The series Game of Thrones was based on the George R.R. Martin series A Song of Ice and Fire. How many books in that series have been published? 4, 5, or 7? Five of the planned 7 books have been released, with the most recent, A Dance with Dragons, being released in 2011. Just anytime, George. Anytime. And we've reached the end of another quiz. Don't forget to leave your score in the comments, and please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it does give me a warm fuzzy inside. Alright, we'll be back next week with a new quiz. Hope you join us. Have a good one.